Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson, World Alternative Media here, and the supply chain has broken down almost completely. We are so dependent on China. I just went to Walmart because almost all the stores in Las Vegas are out of toilet paper, are out of preserves, many kinds of canned foods, noodles, pasta, stuff like that. It's out of cleaning products. I mean, people are buying baby wipes instead of toilet paper, and then the baby wipes are running out, and they're understocked on water. Essential kind of stuff. And this should be a big red flag to us. This should be a lesson to us that we as individuals should do, as we have been saying at Wham forever, be independent. Be self-sustainable. You go to these places and people have no idea it's coming, and one day they go there and they can't get food for their family. And one of these days soon, if things keep up the way they are, and this isn't a fearmonger, it's not as much about the coronavirus as it is how people react to the coronavirus, how the markets react, which, by the way, have been in a complete bloodbath meltdown the last couple weeks, especially as I record this today. When it really comes, push comes to shove, people are in a situation where they won't be able to, grow their own, especially harvest in the time that is necessary. They're not going to be able to hunt. They're going to be in a lot of trouble. They're going to be dependent on neighbors, friends, etc., family members, and it's going to turn into a bigger crisis. And when the stores and possibly shut down, if this continues getting worse, then there's going to be people starving. There's going to be bread lines. Obviously, there are preserves that the government is going to come in utilizing, which, again, pushes people into dependency to the government, one of the biggest problems to begin with. People are going to be dependent on the government and FEMA to give them food and stuff that they stocked up on. And remember what happened in Puerto Rico. They held all the preserves, they held them and didn't give them to people, and then stopped other people from coming in and trying to help people. This is a nationwide disaster, this is a global disaster, and it's, again, not as much about how scary coronavirus might be, which is far more deadly for elderly people. It's about how society reacts to it, and we are watching that happen right now. Most people alive today haven't been through this in their life unless they lived through World War II or lived through famines in other countries like the USSR or Ukraine and stuff like this. This is just the beginning. If it continues this way, it's not going to end well. No bailout is going to end this. I mean, we're going to see massive money printing, and again, you go to the stores and you can't find anything to buy. I mean, it's amazing. People are just like doop-a-doop-a-doo going through these stores with shopping carts, lining up to put hand sanitizer in their hands at the door. And then they go in and there's lineups of carts and everything. And they go to get toilet paper. There's none. They go to get noodles. There's none. People don't know what to do. The Walmart employees, I heard them talking about, oh, we finally got more water in. And they loaded in water. And immediately, I was one of them, we're grabbing the water and putting in our cart and going and heading out. I mean, this is a wake-up call, folks, and we told people to get prepared years ago. People weren't getting prepared. People said we were, being Chicken Little, saying the sky was falling, and now it always comes down to the point where there's almost no time left to do things when people suddenly decide, oh, I guess I'll stock up now. And then there's rushes on the stores, which is almost the only thing propping up the stock market right now at all is the pharmaceutical companies, and obviously a lot of these grocery chains like Costco, which it's just so crazy because you have to remember most of the things we have come from China. The masks come from China. The hand sanitizer comes from China. This phone I'm holding definitely comes from China. These headphones come from China. The shirt probably comes from China. These sunglasses, I got them in Athens, Greece, but they probably came from China. The fact of the matter is we are in big trouble if we don't learn from the past mistakes and learn from our present mistakes that are happening right before our eyes right now. Right now, they've locked down the entire country of Italy. There's a lot of problems. And again, it's not about fear-mongering. It's about telling the truth. And people need to do what they need to do with that. With the truth is that they need to be responsible. Responsibility and freedom play hand in hand. This is our time to show that we can sustain ourselves. This is a test, if anything. And for the sake of your kids, at least stock up on whatever you can, because this could get a lot worse, and there's no saying whether the stores are going to shut down. There's no saying what's going to happen next. Could there be martial law? There's a lot of hints at that. People are quarantining themselves in FEMA camps, or FEMA facilities, sorry. And it's really concerning to me to see the lack of responsibility among so many people. This is just a quick report because I wanted to get this out same day. Again, I'm pushing my cart around Walmart and there's empty shelves, and I don't know. All the other stores are similar. There's dollar stores that are buying up goods from Costco and then marking up the price dramatically, so it's actually more expensive at the dollar stores than the other ones in many cases. And I think we should all heed the caution and take a word of advice out of this anyway to be self-sustainable. As for money, cryptocurrency isn't doing good, but it's doing bad next to the stock market. It's more of a safe haven, obviously, against wars so far, but once the money printing comes in with the halving and all that kind of stuff, I think cryptocurrencies will do much better as people kind of move over to that. As the inflation rises, they're probably going to go into deficit spending. There's an oil war with Russia and Saudi Arabia, Saudi Aramco, and that's not good either. I mean, gas prices will get low, but many countries like Canada and others around the world that are really oil dependent are going to go into serious inflation over this. This is actually more of a deflationary pressure on on the United States economy, as Tim Pachot points out multiple times. Anyway, just stay tuned to our channel. We're going to do our very best to keep up to date on this. I mean, look at the bloodbath. The stock market fell. The Dow fell more than 2,000 points at one point. It's unthinkable. This is the worst since 2008 and really since 1991 as far as the oil goes. And team that with a contagion, a pandemic, and you have a serious, not just economic, but humanitarian crisis on our hands. What you do next will make the difference. And again, you can live a normal life. Nothing. You don't have to hide under your bed. You shouldn't panic, but you should at least be cautious and do what you need to do to ensure that you are indeed safe. Should we all? Anyway, I appreciate everyone joining us today, and we have a ton of videos on the way. I just interviewed Lior Gantz earlier today from Wealth Research Group, who I will be getting a video up with, I guess, tomorrow morning, and we got another video going up tonight, I think. It's just, we're consumed because everything's hitting us from all ends. Make sure to press like on this video. Check the links below. Help us out any way you can because we are bankrupted ourselves. Bad time to be bankrupted because YouTube has completely shadow banned and demonetized us to death. So check the outro video. I know it's long, but it's necessary. It's the only thing that is giving people a good heads up to what's going on here at WHAM with the shadow banning and demonetization, and gives people a way to help us stay alive, which is more important than ever right now. So anyway, I appreciate everyone joining us, and until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change. Like what you see here, WHAM? Don't forget to check the links below. GoFundMe, Patreon, Subscribestar. We really can't do it without you. We've been so insanely shadow banned, about 90% at this point, and 95% demonetized. As Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube, comes in and says that she is shutting down quote-unquote controversial content and cutting out the views on this controversial content by 70%. She's been bragging about it. We need your help more than ever in this battle for truth in information. You guys are what keeps us alive, so we really appreciate just even $1 a month makes a huge difference. If everyone could give just $1 a month, we wouldn't even have to worry about competing against a mainstream propaganda networks. You can also donate to our Bitcoin address on the screen for you to scan if you please, as well as in the comments and description. Liking and sharing makes a big difference as well, and finding us on alternative social media platforms like float.app, that's flote.app, makes a huge difference. We're at Josh Sigurdson as well as at WHAM. Float is replacing Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Tumblr, Reddit, and Patreon all in one with encrypted private messaging, and of course monetization on videos for creators, live streams with super chats in crypto, and most of all, no algorithm, because at the end of the day, it's all about reach, guys. This is all about actually reaching people with the message and waking up the public. You can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, Minds, BitChute, all sorts of different platforms. Try to follow us on as many things as possible, because very soon this channel will very likely just be completely deleted from YouTube, and you'll never see us again, and you'll be stuck with only the mainstream networks. Also, come on out and see us at Anarcho Vegas 2020 in Las Vegas, Nevada in July, where such speakers such as G. Edward Griffin and many others will be speaking. You could use promo code WHAM on your VIP tickets and save 10%, as well as buy extremely cheap tickets for just $20.20. You won't find a cheaper conference than this with such amazing names. Check anarchovegas.com for more information on that. We hope to see you out there. And anyway, I really appreciate all of you guys joining us. You make it possible for us to survive in this volatile, propagandized climate. Until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.
I'm sure you have already changed people's minds in your young age because you're involved, and I like that.